So Greg and I just finished working as the technical team behind the American Christian Fiction Writers Virginia Royal Writers Conference. And the theme this year was Made for More. And on a side note, sidebar over here, this is seriously one of the best writers conferences there is. It is so packed with really, really great classes and 2 solid days from like 9:30 in the morning until 8 at night of classes and panels, and just, it's incredible. And the keynote this year is Jim Rupart, who is just always an amazing speaker. Okay, into the sidebar. So, their theme was Made for More. And on the first day, Dina Adams did a devotion on the song and played the song, and it's by Josh Baldwin. And then the next day, our worship leader, Katarina, we sang it. So I want to tell you my story about that song. Greg and I do an annual fast it usually be every January, but now we do it in the 21 days between Jeb's birthday and him being killed. And what we're doing is seeking God's direction in what to do with our company, with my writing. At the time, for years, the kids' schooling, what was God's guiding. And so the first year, we heard nothing. So it was, just a year after Jeb was killed, we're fasting 21 days and neither one of us heard anything. And that's so unusual because both of us have always been completely on par with each other. Like, I heard this from God. Oh, I did too. And this. Oh, me too. And here's this backing and all of the stuff. And so this was nothing. And so we decided to extend the fast to 40 days that first year. And in the time in those 19 days between the end of what it would have been in the extension through 40 days, all we got were these constant messages of be still, be still, be still, like literal billboards, be still, and songs that would play on our playlist that just like back-to-back songs about being still, and Bible verses that would pull up. And so we got the hint. We got the message. It wasn't time for us to come back, and it wasn't time for us to relaunch anything. And so we gave it another year. And in the year, I started doing daily devotions and working through words like hope and love and peace. And so fast forward a year, and as we're doing the devotion, that's the first time the fast. This was the first time I heard the song. So it's Made for More by Josh Baldwin. And there's this lyric in it that says, I wasn't made to be tending a grave. I was born and raised back to life again. I was made for more. Now, I know what that song is about. It's about someone who has like a life of shame and regret, and God doesn't want you to like let that be what drags you back down, right? But for me, what I heard was, you're not made to kind of linger in Jeb's death, and you were made for more. I have equipped you for way more than to just have that become your identity. And I had to actually pull over the car when I heard it, and I sat there and kind of digested it, because it wasn't anything that I didn't understand. It was just so profound the way that it was worded. And so I let it digest, and then I came home and I told Greg, I really think this and this, and Greg's like, that's what I'm hearing too. And so that's when we started kind of redoing Hallie Bridgman. I moved my website, I did all the stuff, and wrote my book, wrote Love Makes Way. And I've had all of these problems with Love Makes Way. It won't publish on Amazon. I didn't get it done. The end was really bad, and so we rewrote it, like gutted it and rewrote it. And I say we because Greg is my editor. And And anyway, it ended up being this fantastic, phenomenal book, but it's still not on Amazon. Tuesday will be 3 weeks since I published it. And Amazon is the largest bookseller in the world, right? Or in America anyway. It's not, some countries it's not the largest, but most of them it is. And so, to have my ebook not there is seriously, it like kind of made my launch go down to almost nothing. And in my energy, it was almost nothing. Like, I feel like it's not going to launch until I have the ebook where it should be, right? And then the paperback, the cover is foiled. And so there's been this back and forth with the printer and my cover artist, and it's just life, right? And if we had had the book done months ago like we should have, then this wouldn't have even been an issue on launch week. But I have, a couple hundred people who pre-ordered the paperback from me directly that aren't getting it. And so, but I've already paid for the printer. So now I'm just waiting for the cover to be finalized so they can print it and get me the book so that I can get the books out to the people. So it's just been this hassle. And in the back of my mind, I've been thinking, did I mishear God? Is this not what I should have done? Should we have waited? Should we have continued to be still? And in the meantime, I rebuilt Olivia Campbell Press's website, and we're looking at relaunching the company, after the first of the year. And then this conference came, and this is the theme is made for more. And again, 2 days in a row, those lyrics just kind of pressed into me. I am equipped and given talents by God that are really awesome. I love the talents God has given me, and He didn't place me the way that He placed me, and He didn't build my career the way that He built my career for me to stop and just stop. Right? The talents are still there. That book is incredible. If God wanted me to not write anymore, it would have definitely been seen in Love Makes Way, but it wasn't. It worked out. When I read it, I was like, wow, I can still do this. This is really cool. And so, so now I'm just saying, I rebuke all of the issues that Amazon has with my book. I hope and pray that it's not my account, but if it is, then that's something that we will work through. And I am really excited about my publishing plans for the next 2 or 3 years. I have 4 books that will be coming out with Sunrise Publishing and in 2027, and I have several of my own that are going to be coming out in at least one more this year, and then 2026 and 2027. I have several on the calendar of my own. And so I'm super excited because I was made for more. I was made for more than to just stop because my son was killed and not use the talents and gifts that God has given me. And so I just want to say, I thank everyone for all of the prayers all the time. I can't explain to you the level of support that we've had. And I just ask you for your prayers as we continue on this journey, as Greg and I step back out into full force in the Christian publishing world as authors and publishers. And I just thank you for everything. God bless you guys.